Hi, this is my first magnetization video in a long time. And this one comes about, my son wanted to start Tau. It's probably 2 years ago now, and when Miniature Market was getting rid of their GW stuff, we ordered a bunch of this stuff when it was half price. And given as expensive as it is, magnetizing all the weapons options seemed like a good idea at the time. It's taken me a while to get to it, but for the Riptide, which is the first model I'm going to talk about, next I'll do a Sunshark bomber. But basically for the Riptide, it's really simple. It takes 19 1/8 by 1/16 magnets, a couple drill bits, and some glue, and that's about it. First step is to build the Riptide, and I used this peg. I'm just going to leave it like that for ease of storage. So I could magnetize that if I wanted, or you can glue it in once you get a pose you like. I'm just not going to bother, so I can store it more easily. Now there are two major gun options. There's the ion accelerator and the heavy burst cannon. These are very easy to magnetize. So the first step is the arm piece, which goes here. I haven't put it on yet. I haven't exactly decided how I want it posed. My son will do that. You could magnetize this, but that seems like a little bit of overkill. So basically it comes together. And please excuse that I'm not a Tau player, so I may not get all of the actual pieces' names right. And I haven't glued on any of the little bits, you know, the trackers and seekers and whatever all the Tau stuff is. But as far as the weapons go, once you've built the model, you built the two big weapons, they have a, you know, it's almost like a post and recess piece here. So it's really easy to do the magnets. I took a very small drill bit to do a guide hole so I didn't slide off. And then just drilled it down enough so that it would lay almost flush. Then it's just a simple matter of these two pieces come together just like that. This magnet is plenty strong enough for this model. The next is ensuring that these two, the side pieces, are, you know, the decorative pieces, the pipe and this shield looking thing, fit in there. So what I did is I drilled down just enough to keep the magnet below the lip on the hand. And then on the sides here, again, I drilled it to keep it below the lip. On the deep recess, I just put it down in there. I didn't bother even drilling. And what this does is it allows you to have the hand on there, put the pipe on. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about the pipe. There were no pegs on this one, I don't think. If there were, I cut them off, and then I just glued it on like that. And the same, the shield I think had a peg. Again, I just cut it off and glued it on. So then those fit like that. This fits like that. So when you pull it off and you do the ion accelerator, same thing. Drilled this one down to be below the lip. This one just down in the deep hole. Hand slides on. This one's this way, and then it's the back side, and they're the reverse, and that's why you had to magnetize those pieces. And then it's, you know, a simple matter when it's on, however you position it, however you want. Probably believe it's something like that. And then it's just very simple. Put that on, make sure that's on a little. You just pull these pieces off, put the next one on. See how that's in the front on this one, and there. The next are the smaller weapons, the smart missiles, the plasma rifle, and the fusion blaster. To start with, I took a drill bit and I drilled right at the apex here of this slot that they can go into here. You can do it multiple different ways. You could put it in these slots. Or you can actually build them as double weapons and put them on a side slot. I just elected to do it on either side. And then what I did is, you can see how on this one there's a little bit of a post in two layers. I cut off the top one and then just glued the magnet on there. And then to this side. The other thing is, in a couple of my other videos, what I do is I stack all the magnets so that I get the polarities the same, and I do the polarities all in one direction so that there's no you know, fighting from the different sides. But what you have to remember is what that creates is you've got to make sure that you've got your magnets on the correct side of the correct weapons. Otherwise you'll get them flip-flopped, you know, and won't work, or you'll end up with this bottom piece on the top instead of the bottom. So I did that with all of the pieces, all the different weapons. You can see this one, just cut it off there. Make sure, because this top piece goes on top. And then the same with the I guess this one's the fusion blaster as opposed to the ion cannon, and just so it's on top. And that is literally the entire thing, start to finish. And so you can put it together. Let me put the smart missile pods on there. The thing that takes the longest is remembering which side the missile pods go on. And then for the arm pieces, get this and make sure it's in the picture. Arm just slides on. Weapon sticks on there. Oh, I had them on the other pieces. There, and that is a Riptide magnetized. Very easy, very fast. Like all of the magnetization things. Oops, let's put that there. The biggest issue is making sure that all your polarities are right. Don't, like I said, stack them and use them always in the same direction. Because if you put it down into one of these holes here and you've glued it the wrong way, they're a real pain to get out. But okay, super short, easy tutorial on doing a Riptide. 19 1/8 by 1/16 magnets is all it takes, and you'll have every option for weapons for the Riptide that there are. Alright, the next video is going to be on the Sun Shark bomber and the Razor Shark fighter. That one's a little more difficult. It took me a while to get the, you know, I had to sit and think about it, but it's pretty easy once you figure it out, and then you can get all of the options and keep both the bomber and the fighter as options. Once you prime it, these are the things will just look like the post, just like everything else. And then once I glue on all the other little bits, I think it'll be fine, and my son should be happy. Alright, so until next time, thanks for watching, and coming up next will be the Sun Shark bomber.